This is the easiest way to make a nice smoked juicy brisket in 2024. Watch this. Now down here in Texas, we got the best beef, but you're gonna need a 15 to 18 pound prime brisket. This whole thing was less than $60. That's less than a steak that you can get from a steakhouse. So this is definitely cost efficient. First things first, when you're cooking a brisket, you gotta trim it up, okay? You gotta trim that fat. Make sure you take off any loose pieces and edges. Take it off, set it to the side. We're trying to make this brisket as aerodynamic as possible so that smoke just rolls over it so we got a nice smoky flavor on our brisket. All those trimmings, save those. You can use them for burgers later. Now for seasoning, we're using that Texas steak rub. This is all the flavor you need for a nice Texas style brisket. Get it from UncleDibbz.com. Now, I know a lot of y'all thinking, man, that's a lot of seasoning, but trust me, this is a big slab of beef. You're gonna need a lot of seasoning for this thing. Now, any seasoning that falls off the brisket, make sure you pick up that brisket and pat it down on those corners and edges and sides because we're gonna get this thing seasoned from front, back, to side, all right? We're gonna let this sit in the fridge overnight so that we get maximum flavor. If you can't wait, do at least 30 minutes, but try to do overnight if you can. Now, at the top of this video, I said this is the easiest way to smoke a brisket in 2024, and this is why. I'm using that Traeger Ironwood XL pellet smoker. This thing is like the Tesla for grills. All you gotta do is set it and forget it. I'm preheating that smoker to 200 degrees, throwing that brisket fat side up on the top shelf, and then we're gonna do this low and slow for 13 hours. The best thing about the Traeger is that I can go ahead and watch this brisket smoke all night long through the Traeger app. All I gotta do is set my internal temperature goal and it will alert me on my phone once that temperature is reached. Once the temperature on that brisket hits 175, we pull it from the grill, spray down our wax paper with a little apple cider vinegar. Then we wrap that baby up like a gift on Christmas Eve. Nice and tight. We're gonna let this go back on the grill for another 4 hours, between 225 and 250. But the most important thing is the internal temperature, not the time. Once the middle flat of that brisket reaches around 203, that's the best time to go ahead and pull your brisket, let it rest, and then all you gotta do is serve up a nice juicy brisket for your friends and family. Now, as far as resting, the longer the better. 4 hours is best, but if you can let it rest for a little bit longer than that, more power to you. But look how juicy this thing is. Any of that juice on that wax butcher paper, go ahead and spread it all over that brisket. Get you a nice slice and everything is right in life. 4 recipes available on my site or in the caption below.